It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Colts and the Dolphins on Thursday night primetime.
Just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic, we are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The veteran Jason Sanders ready to get us started. And off we go here on a Thursday night. Anthony Gould now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. Led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida, it's Anthony Richardson.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, Richardson. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Second down and 3. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Open man, that's Alec Pierce. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Richardson to throw here on first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Looking to throw, Richardson. And he'll be taken down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up second and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense, and they set themselves up for third and goal. Throwing, Richardson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
Last week, when you go back and watch and study this tape, Mike, the problem is at the quarterback position, you need to be a difference maker. Last week, they were trying to overcome his poor performance, and you're just not going to be able to do that week in and week out at this level. Your quarterback has to be a driving force. He has to be a productive player within your system, and when you turn the ball over the way he did last week and not really lead to any points or any real sustained success on offense, That is a hard combination if you expect to win. So they're going to need more production, they're going to need more touchdowns, and they're going to need less turnovers. It's asking a lot. It's a big change from last week, but without it, I don't know if they can expect the results to ever change.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. From the gun, here's Tua. Looking underneath for Achane. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. That's taken at about the 14. Oh, hello! He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And he's given defenses across the league a lot to think about when they try to game plan for him. Consider he's currently second in the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. To throw, it's Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Richardson to throw. He's got his man. That's downs. They get 14 on that hookup. That's good for a Colts first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Second and goal. They'll go with him again. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. Third and goal coming up.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up third down.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense ready for their second possession. The deficit, 6 points. For a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. First and 10. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment from defense. Still second down.
Tua going to give it to Achane. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 6-0 is our score. And we're back to South Florida after this. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down up past the 40-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Tua gonna throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. On first down, a run with Madison. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with Madison. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Tua. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Colts offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And a nice run there. He'll get 9 yards. Mark him at the 29. 2nd and a yard. They go right back to Taylor. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. That one into the hands of Downs. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still little work to do now on 3rd down. Now Richardson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
Tua now on first down. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Colts have got it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Taylor loses the football. It's picked up by the Dolphins.
You have to appreciate the effort of the ball carrier. I mean, how many tackles did it seem like he broke on that run? But so often we see it, Mike, time and time again. The more these guys fight for extra yards, they're fighting and clawing for every inch. That ball just gets a little lower and a little looser, and the way these guys are taught now on defense, if you don't have great ball security, they are going to attack it, and in this case, they're able to pop it loose and come up with a big takeaway.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Now Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Colts will open up a 9-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. Tua gonna hold on to this. Now a loose football. The Colts have got it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball, because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like, because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. Here's a 2nd and 12. Richardson going to look to throw. That one complete to Pierce. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here comes 3rd and 6. Here's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Colts going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, Malik Washington. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Now he'll run. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's 2. That's taken in by Achane. And he will have a first down, and they're into field goal range now at the 30. Tua to throw again. Catch made there by Waddle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Again, it's Tua. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This will be from 47 yards. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are on the board just before halftime.
These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And as we take you back through the highlights, there aren't many of them from a quarterbacking perspective. He's been unable to sustain a lot in any of these drives and does not have a touchdown pass to this point. The drive starts with a run by Madison. Wow, it wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but he was outnumbered. They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yardage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Again, it's Madison. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. David Long, they're on the stop. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Tua. It is caught. It is Westbrook-Akine. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Here's 1st and 10. Richardson operating from the pistol. And this one is caught by Pierce. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Throwing is Richardson. This is intercepted. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will cut it to a 2-point lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. In motion comes Pittman. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. To throw, it's Richardson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the 47. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. The lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. On play action, Richardson. He keeps it himself. Richardson gonna hit the deck here, but not before he picks up a first down. 10 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a first down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball at.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. The Colts now going to send out their field goal unit. This a 42-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Colts will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Now Madison. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. On 2nd down, here's Tungo Vailoa. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
On the ground is H.A. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Hey, get set.
Once again, it's Achan. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. To throw on 2nd down, it's Tua. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. In trouble, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
So we are through 3. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. Now he takes off. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. But this is taken in by a teammate. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down. Throwing, Richardson. Finding the open man, that's Pittman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. In motion comes Pittman. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Taylor. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll run here with Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They go right back to Taylor. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Richardson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains 1 step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Big play coming up. This is third down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's got the hook up there to Waddle.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Tua now on first down. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. That's the big tight end, Pharaoh Brown. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Achane. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Big play in the game right here. It's third down. Throwing again, it's Tua. He's got his man, it's Hill. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. It is a big play. Tua to Tyreek, 35 yards.
All right, listen, Mike, there's just certain guys in this league that just have better arm talent than others.
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. Again, it's Tua. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
And he is going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion works. And we've got ourselves a tie game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. Richardson to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. The Colts about to kick this one away. Important punt here in this tie game late. This is 1st and 10. Madison. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets 1 possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Washington now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That's complete. It's Waddle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Tua going to give it to Achane. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. 3rd down, 3 to go. Tua going to throw. Caught left side. It's complete. He's going to have that 1st down. Gain of 6. as they convert on third down. They put the tight end Brown in motion. On first down, a run with Madison. That's good for 27 and a first down.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run out of the gun with Achane. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Back to throw is Tua. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Tua. He's going to tuck it in, and he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So a win here for the Dolphins. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.